Hey guys, Big Red 3 Tennis here again. Quick video. First off, came in today, another one of my orders, the Final Showdown. Heard with a very underrated cage match with Brian Anderson and Homicide, even though I heard this whole feud wasn't really that good. Other than that, the card looks pretty lackluster, to tell you the truth. Aries Gibson is good, I'll admit. But come on, a dream tag match. Nigel McGuinness and Chad Collyer versus Colt Cabana and Doug Williams. That's a dream tag team match? Maybe someone could better explain down there in the comments. This is going to be a very quick video. I'm just going to ask all your ROH fans something. Do you think there's been too many cage matches this year? Now let me say, the cage match Ring of Honor used to be, I think, the big feud ender. Kind of like the Hell in a Cell, but nowhere near to the degree of Hell in a Cell. But it was big, a lot bigger than what the cage was in other promotions. Really, you used to only have them once or twice a year to settle feuds, to end the most fierce feuds. Like, you never really had them just like using them sporadically. Like last year, how many cage matches were there? I know there was one at Breakout. Was that the only one? No, I don't think so. I think I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one, but I don't know what it is. I could be missing one. Anyway, let's go to 2007. You have Kevin Steen, the show Cage Rage, which had 2 cage matches. But hell, Roderick Strong and Jack Evans, who were in the cage, they had been feuding since February. The show was in August. Kevin Steen and El Generico and the Briscoes, they've been feuding all year. Well, not all year, but, you know, they've clearly had an intense feud. And Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer, what many believe is still the best Ring of Honor cage match of all time. You have that cage match. And then in 2006, you have a Cage of Death. I don't know if that really counts. I think one of the cage match, 2005, you had Jimmy Rave and CM Punk, who were in an intense feud. And you had the Steel Cage Warfare with Generation X and MC, who were in an intense feud. Okay, so I won't say they're these like really big Hell in a Cell feud enders, but they were pretty serious in Ring of Honor. You really only got them once or twice a year. This year, I mean, I think we've kind of overdone the cage a bit. Let's see. Tyler Black, Jimmy Jacobs. Caged collision, obviously, with the cage collision match. Claudio, Castagnoli, and Brent Albright. And we're going to have a 4th cage match on the next Chicago show, which is actually in a few days. Austin Aries versus Colt Cabana. I personally don't think this feud needs a cage at all. Okay, so on HD9, Rhett Titus and Kenny King interfered. And Colt Cabana did not win the match. So now we're going to put a cage. That's what the WWE would do. You guys from Ring of Honor, you don't really use cage matches just for situations like that. You use cage matches as personal feud enders. I remember seeing BJ Whitmer, Jimmy Jacobs, and marking out like a bitch and going crazy at all the spots. The Steel Cage Warfare match, which is still to this day one of my favorite Ring of Honor matches of all time. Really, cage matches used to be really special. And I think that Ring of Honor's kind of overdone it this year. I think I'm missing one too. I think I forgot a cage match. I can't remember. But still, I think Ring of Honor's done too much. I think they're overdoing the cage, and I think the cage is losing its prestige. That's just my opinion. I will admit, though, the show looks bad. I thought it was lackluster, to be honest. I didn't really like the card. Now that Aries Cabana is in a cage, I guess the card's more interesting. But I really don't think this feud needs a cage. Right. Oh, and now the stipulation is, if Colt Cabana loses, he'll never receive another title shot in Chicago. Okay, I like that stipulation, but still, I still don't see a cage as warranted unless you count the feud of Colt Cabana versus the Chicago atmosphere, because he always loses in Chicago for the world title. Unless you count that as a feud, really, the whole Colt Cabana always losing in Chicago should have nothing to do with him having a cage match. That match looks pretty good. Now, man, with those stipulations, it looks good. Roderick Strong versus Kenny Omega. I saw it in PWG, so I'm not really interested. The Briscoes versus the Dark City Fight Club. I like the Dark City Fight Club. I don't love them. This match is okay. I think it'll be good, not great. Tyler Black, Kenny King. That'll be awesome. Kevin Steen, Claudio, Castagnoli. I heard they had a match of cage collision this year. I know. I think Kevin was hurt, but still, I heard the match wasn't very good. Necro Butcher, Eric Stevens. Not really looking forward to that at all. Young Bucks, House of Truth. Don't really like Christian Abel at all. I'm House of Truth. So really, this whole show, in my opinion, is a bit lackluster. And I think, in my opinion, it could be the worst Ring of Honor show since, I don't want to say Violent Tendencies. I think it could be. I think Violent Tendencies had a bit better just because Violent Tendencies had that awesome double main event. I'll say probably since one of the earlier shows of the year. Because I can't remember any release show. People say Validation sucked. I thought it was actually a very good show. So I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe some of the, like, Insanity Unleashed shows like that. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be like a 7.5, 7.75. I just don't think it'll be anything great. I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait for what the live reports say. Anyways, like I said, not only did I just get this, I got another surprise DVD that I'm not going to say. And I'll watch that after I'm done with Man of Appreciation, because I'm halfway through it. And then after that, I'll watch 2002 shows. I'm going to watch this. My order has not come in yet because it's got to come in a big crate. Instant Classic, I would respond to your video. I just don't want to do it now because I don't really have the top 10 thing organized. But I will try to make one. Yeah, maybe after 10. I'm not going to see.